Hello, hello, people. I came here almost immediately after I saw the notification. Wonderful. Well, welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I hope everybody is doing wonderfully because I am doing great. Um, I was gonna say a swear word, but we've just gotten like 1 minute into the stream. I'll hold back to like at least till 5 minutes and then I'll start swearing. Hmm, if I can. Hello, Bonky. And, but yeah, uh, if any of you don't know yet, if you look in the announcement chat of the Discord, right, and scroll up like a tiny bit, I added everybody for a Twitch stream uh, from someone called Penguin, right? Because they're currently, like right now, they are modeling like the chubby boar thing or the chubby like hog thing that I designed for ROM. So if you want to see that happening, be sure to check out their stream as well. I was lurking in there for quite a while they were working on it. By the way, they work fast as fuck. Ah, damn it. Yeah, it's been only 2 minutes. Shit. Oh, uh, never mind then. But yeah, they work really fast. It's really impressive what they're putting together in the amount of time they've been streaming. But yeah, if you want to see that, go check that out. And also, after they're done with the model, it's going to be available for us to print. So any of you who have like a resin 3D printer, you'll be able to pull to make that thing, which is just really nice of them, honestly. Very nice of them. So yeah. But watching that stream made me feel the urge to stream as well. So that's why I'm here now. I'm here to stream. Webbed feet? Huh? What do you mean webbed feet? Swear jar. Okay, god damn it. But yeah. Uh I hope everybody's doing all right. Uh let's get right into it, I guess. So what you're seeing on screen right now is a war. Well, I've been calling them war boar, but they are the main giant mount that Rom uses to haul uh, materials and equipment to the front lines. Uh, and they also use it as like a war mount. Obviously, it's called a war boar. Um, so they ride it as well. It like gets armored up in like thick plates and stuff like that, and just charges into battle. We're gonna have to design that as well. Did you add a snout? What? No, it already had one. This is the snout. But yeah, I I I uh I haven't streamed in a while, so I'm like quite rusty. Again, if I don't stream for like a few days, I already get rusty when it comes to talking and stuff. Sorry, I was watching a video about a Elden Ring speedrun. Okay, let me pull up my chat. What do you use for digital art? There's a video in the channel called My Setup. Just watch that, you'll know everything. Oh, that's so nice that I can say that now, huh? Now that I actually did make that video, if somebody asks me, I can literally just tell them to go watch that video. Isn't that nice? But yeah, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, but then I completely forgot it. Oh, so first of all, this design, I will fully give credit to Gabi and Sedeka, who I'm working with on the book, right? Well, by the way, when I say I'm working with them on the book, we haven't gotten back to the book yet. I just am trying to get my shit together first, and then we'll slowly get back to the book. But they drew this right here. That's their drawing, and they took some they took this as inspiration, and it's genius. I didn't consider using that thing, but when they did it and made this, I was like, yes, that's absolutely perfect. Uh, so they came up with this, not me. I did not come up with this. I only tried to sort of change it around a little bit, but the main inspiration is still there. Um, the only thing that I added was obviously some more boar references to try and pull it away from looking too much like an elephant. So I gave it there's these weird boars with like this hair coming out of the middle of their face. So I decided to do that. And also the like curved tusks. Uh and I think it's a quite distinct silhouette for the face already. And the body's definitely gonna be um more elephant-like. Like they're giant. They're really fucking big. Um, does he read his chat? Yes, yes, I do. But obviously sometimes I'll also draw occasionally, rarely. I draw as well, so I don't have time to look at the chat. Um, I'm curious, but do the tusks eventually grow into their own skulls? Well, yeah, yeah, 100%. If that's also, have you seen this fucking this I I searched up weird boars as references or weird pigs, and this is one of them that came up. This dude looks like uh a botched plastic surgery job. Like he's been looks maxing and is just my God. He looks like the that looks maxing medic from Team Fortress 2 meme. Well, yeah, sadly did not. Well, I used a little bit of that reference in like giving him like larger cheekbones, but that's also pretty much same as this. But yeah, oh, also yeah, the star-nosed, like a little bit of the star-nosed mole thing coming in. Um, thing is, I am accepting the fact that this thing does not make sense, right? Obviously, but with this one, I didn't do that. I just thought I want it to look cool, so I just slapped everything on it that makes it look cool. To me, at least, by the way. Obviously, it would look goofy to some people, but to me, this is cool. Um, so we're gonna try to bend the environment around this creature to try and make it fit at best as I can, even though I think there's still gonna need to be some suspension of disbelief to make this thing work in the setting. From what I researched, this creature, like this thing, when it used to exist, it would be in like watery areas. Like um it would eat water plants and stuff like that. That's why it's got the big scoop, right? I'm guessing. So it could like scoop plants out of the water and stuff like that, and that's like its main diet. So we could sort of say, oh, these guys live in swamps, I guess, and they eat fish and other, stuff that's in the water. But even still, if they're elephant sized, I don't know if that's enough food for them. I don't know if it is. Also, Bonky, thank you for the $2. Monlins, the limit is found. Mana core. Oh, are you talking about the? Hmm. What are you planning on doing with the trolls in your world? I'm not gonna talk about that yet because I'm not sure yet. We're still thinking about it. I had a brainstorm with people. I had a brainstorm with people yesterday about the troll, and that's why I drew the troll because I was drawing this at the time, and they were like, "Hey, have you thought about redesigning something else?" And then we just went on a rampage talking about trolls, so I started drawing them because I wanted to. Hey, Bill makes stuff. How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Sorry that I might not be able to join the bot bash thing that you like asked me to join just because everything's a mess at the moment and I have too many things to do. Um, so apologies about that, but how are you doing? How many calories is the Warboard? Damn. I mean, it'd have to be a lot of calories. This thing's huge. So no doubt it is a ton of calories. But yeah, hold on. Let me make this into group. 50K. What? Since they're moving tanks, well, I mean, they're not invincible, obviously. The benefit probably is that they're animals. Because, like, a tank, you how the fuck, what is the benefit? You gotta make a tank, right? A tank is really expensive. It's made out of metal and shit like that. But a war boar, you can just breed it, have one, grow it, and shit like that. It's an animal. I don't know how to explain this because that's just such a strange question. What's the benefit of using a war boar over a tank? They're completely different things. Why do you have your references so small so they don't take up too much space on the canvas? I know there are things where you can like put references on the side of your screen, and they're not in your drawing program, but I've always done it this way and it's working perfectly fine, so I keep doing it. How would they taste? I'm guessing like boar, like boar meat, probably. Oh, also, we'll have to think of a name for them as well, same as the cabrac. Uh, Same as the cabrac. We'll have to think of a name for them. I have thought about them just being called war boars, because Rom is quite straightforward. Like they're naturally just uh, they'd probably just call it war boar, or boar, and just leave it at that. But yeah, so when it comes to the proportions of the thing, I'm gonna sketch out uh some rough ideas. Uh Probably just gonna look mostly like an elephant body-wise. We might want them to look a little shorter. And also their feet would be hooves instead. So they'd just be these giant, chunky hooves like this. So the legs and stuff have to be perfectly under the body, right? Because then it can support its own weight, blah, 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 all of that stuff, like that. And then I want its head to be like quite flat at the top. I did some sketches in my sketchbook before this that I liked, so I might actually take a picture of those and then. No, I don't need to take a picture of these. I'll just hold my sketchbook and draw it. Make it six legs, maybe? No, no. I don't want like six-legged things. But when it comes to mammals and stuff, maybe some other ones, but like these ones, I don't see a reason to make them six-legged. Okay, like that. And their head sort of tilts down. So their eye would be. These things are gonna look goofy either way. I mean, you can't avoid the goofiness. The head's got to be smaller. Get out of the way, cat. You're blocking my toolbar. Where do I put you? Just put you here. Like that, maybe? I'm gonna just like float the head around a little bit to see like where it feels right. I'm thinking like there. That's that's the spot, I think. Yeah, no, that's not the spot. In the ears. Maybe. Okay, let's um oh, I don't have them. There you go. Now it's a little more visible. I gotta make these smaller. That one's too big. I want like I want to find a sort of flow to their body because if you keep drawing them, eventually like a flow will appear in the design just magically and it'll just feel right. So I'm waiting until that happens. So let's go with like some more angular shapes. It's more rhino-y, this one. I mean, yeah, actually having some inspiration from rhinos wouldn't be bad either. Um, Brogs. Brogs is interesting for a name. Hell yeah, I love when art gets to that flow state where things just fall into place. Yeah, with proportions, I feel like it's sort of the same. If you like keep drawing the same thing over and over again, it'll slowly like just fit into place. Like you'll, or I at least like try to it'll like slowly get more natural looking. Like I think already this looks better than this proportion wise. How big is this thing? I was thinking that it would be like that big, which makes it, let's say the head can get a little smaller because that makes it look bigger. Fat boys, interesting. What? Ich habe vergessen, dass du deine Sprache? What? Sprechende? Oh, sprechende Sprache nicht lesen kannst. I mean, I can read it a little bit. I can read it a little bit, but definitely not like good anymore. Gotcha. So it probably isn't personal mount. or elephant type creature. Yeah, yeah. It's definitely not like a, oh yeah, I just have one as a pet. This is like by the government, properly funded to have these things actually be fed enough. It'd be a nightmare to take care of one of these by yourself. Hey, du kannst Deutsch? Ja, ja, halt ein bisschen. Nicht mehr so gut als früher, aber äh. Sprachende Spreche. Sprachende Sprache. I don't. It's. I guess it's supposed to mean the language that you speak. Lenila. Lin. What? Lin. Tongue? Did you say what about this tongue? We in Thai, lin is not used for speech, so you can't say like and this tongue in Thai. That yeah, maybe we could armor it up like an armadillo, like have it tough patches of skin. Yeah, sprechende Sprache. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I can barely read it. Does that imagery not work? No, no, it does not. They served a vital role in transporting artillery and artillery crew. That is interesting. Yeah, I'll be sure to look into that. I didn't know that they what? I didn't even know that they still used war elephants in World War II. Um, how'd the book coming up? Badly. They haven't continued it yet because I'm just trying to get my shit together first. I sort of I don't know how I'm gonna make the book while also making videos yet. Like I wanted the videos to be about pages in the book, but I still haven't figured out the layout of the pages in the book yet. So there's still a lot to go until I can officially like say I'm starting work on it. So I don't even want to say that I'm working on it because it hasn't really started. I've just been doing research and writing lore down and stuff like that, but the pages themselves I have not drawn. Do you have some people to help you with the book? Oh yeah, I do have some people to help me with the book. There is Shabby and Sedeka who are in the server, and Terror as well, who's a wonderful writer, who's helping me with, actually making my writing comprehensible, and not just absolute gibberish. This looks like a fucking gorilla. They're both just sniffing the guy in the middle. He's absolutely terrified. God, why are these two giant things sniffing me? No, they're not modified by mana. Though it'd be interesting to do so. You could heal them to give them thicker skin or something. How smart would you say these things are? Like elephants. Lecky, thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. Just want to say I appreciate you spreading the love of world building and helping others, creators who haven't had as much attention. Well, yeah, of course. Uh, I I still want to like shout out a lot of other channels as well and make sure to have everybody see them. So I'm definitely gonna have it be. I'm thinking about having it be a segment in videos as well. Not like a segment. Like in videos, I'll tell you people to go check out like different channels that I like because that's probably gonna be the place most people see it. I've done it in the server and on community posts, but the most people see is probably in videos, so I'll make sure to like uh tell people to check out other channels and videos as well. Because if the world building community grows in general and like all the niche channels get the views that they deserve and stuff like that, that's just going to benefit everybody. So I don't, and I got really lucky and have a fair amount of views, so I feel like I should use that to spread views to other channels. Yeah. Have you seen Ritfinch? Yeah, I know. I know Ritfinch. I've added people when she streams. When she streams, I add people in the server and stuff. But I definitely like again at the end of videos, I'll try to like collect together all the channels that I like and make sure to shout them out to people. Okay, is this thing? I think I like the proportions of this thing more than this because it just looks bigger for some reason. This looks like rhino sized, and this feels close to elephant sized, but it's still. Okay, hold on. Let me look at some elephant anatomy. I've not done enough of studying up on this stuff. They're quite round, aren't they? Quite round boys here, sort of pear-shaped. Snout too close to the ground. Oh, I disagree. I think the snout being close to the ground is going to be good. Because not like an elephant, they don't have like the trunk to like reach things. That's just their face, right? So it would be easier for them to have the snout close to the ground because if they eat, they'd have to kneel down to the point where their face touches the ground. So if their face was higher up, then they'd have to pretty much like just sit down. At this, you could probably like crouch a little bit, and then they can get to the ground. Are there any real life creatures in your world? Yeah, yeah. Just expect most real life creatures to be a thing unless I say so. Um, so it's not like we're gonna build the ecosystem from the ground up. I feel like deer and normal pigs and birds and stuff like that and insects exist, you know. But the ones that I design are an addition to that, unless maybe, which it hasn't happened yet, but unless there's a scenario where I'm like, okay, I don't want that creature because I want to replace it with my own. Probably most creatures exist. Would the tusks get in the way of them eating? Uh, yes. Yes, they would. I like the tusks. That's the issue. I don't know what to do. In the original design, this one, it sort of feels like it would also get in the way. Like, how does this thing eat? I guess it's because they're like really curved back, so you can still scoop stuff and have these pretty much be at the, I don't know. They eat things in the water, they eat things in the water. So I think it's fine for them to have some long tusks that might get in the way of things. Yeah. Also, we could just say, okay, here's my excuse of the day. Um, these things are bred by people in Rom, right? They've been domesticated, which means maybe they've been bred to have larger tusks for the sake of war and stuff like that, without the consideration of them being able to eat in their natural habitat anymore. So they're different from the naturally occurring versions of these things, right? These are the domesticated ones. And so they get fed by Rom people in stables anyway. So it doesn't matter that they can't, uh, do the thing that the original version of them can do. Yeah, relying on being cared for, exactly. And it's also because the face tusks that would definitely need to be taken care of as well. The tusks also might be used for agriculture. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Can you pet the warboar? Yes. I wrote some excerpts to try and get a sense of the warboar. So with the video, I want to make a video about these guys, by the way. The next video is going to be about these guys, because I am working on a video about the war, but it's a big one. So I'm doing like smaller videos while working on that one in the background, so I don't um I don't get clogged up with only one video. I'm trying to get better at doing multiple things at once, like doing multiple videos at once, working on them, because it might allow me to make longer videos like the war video. Um, because that one's gonna take a lot of work. And normally, if I just did that one like I used to, I would get stuck. I'd be like, okay, I want to do other things, but I can't because this is the video I'm working on and I need to finish this before I can do anything else. So it slows me down and then the video ends up taking 2 months. Uh, so instead, I'm trying to make it so that video, I'm working on it when I feel like it, occasionally. And then while that's in the background, I'm working on smaller things, dropping them here and there until that one's done and then that one goes. So that's why. But I wrote some little excerpts about the Warboar because I thought it'd be neat that in the lore dump, instead of having it just be from the perspective of the stranger telling you about them, it is the stranger asking different people about the Warboars and what they think about them, and then getting the response. Right? So this is this is the response of a war general getting asked of Varushan specifically. These creatures are Rom, right? They're from Rom. So, hmm? Simon, are you full time on content creation? Yeah, yeah, I am. Luckily, thanks to all of you guys, right, and your generous donations and the Patreons and stuff like that, I can literally just work on this. I don't work anything else anymore, which is that's a dream. It's honestly a dream. I can't believe how lucky I am to be in this scenario, so I'm taking full advantage of it and working my fucking ass off. Um, but yeah, okay, this is an excerpt. Uh, I'm saying absolute gibberish. Hold on, I gotta slow down my speech a little. So this is the stranger asking a Varusian general what he thinks about the Rom war boars. So he says, Uh, those damn things don't die. We once got assigned to attack a caravan. We must have shot the thing like a dozen times or so. rampaged through my troops and ran off. Few days later, I spotted the same damn thing hauling another shipment like nothing happened. Don't know what they're feeding those things, but if I find out, I'll start feeding it to my men. So I might need to work on it a little, but I think I like the idea of that. Just it shows the creature from a different aspect, right? From the opposing side, the people that have to deal with it, right? That have and they just think these things are impenetrable. Like, how the fuck we shot it like 12 times. We tried to bring down this caravan. Nothing fucking happened. And then later I just saw the same damn thing, with 12 holes in it, just walking casually, bringing back the same shipment again, you know? More entries from this guy. Yeah, and then also there's another entry that I wrote from the perspective of a stable boy. So the caretakers. So this is from Rom, right? The people that own the boars inside the large stables that that keep them. And the stranger asks a stable boy, probably a younger kid working in the stables, um, helping his parents or whatever that to take care of these things, what he thinks about the war boars. And what the little kid says is, well, it's hard work. They eat like 10 men and crap like 20, but act like spoiled brats, 'cause they know they can throw you across the stables if they wanted to. Uh, Old Betsy, though, she's sweet. The female ones are always nicer to work with. I guess it's 'cause they don't have anything to prove. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Brute over there just took a record-breaking shit again. And so, yeah, just, uh, from different perspectives might be interesting. So it's not just lore, but also, or, yeah, it is just lore, but just told from different angles that might make it more captivating to listen to. Love these reading voices. I'll have to try and them out more when it comes to the videos. Like, just get into the mindset of a stable boy. Eh, well, it is hard work. That's a starving boy. That's not a stable. Oh, please, sir, it is hard work. They eat like 10 men and crap like 20. That's fucking stupid. But yeah, I mean, it seemed to me it feels like that would be something the kind of information you would get if you asked a stable boy about the boars. He wouldn't give you like, the perfect lordom, a brutish tank domesticated and bred by Rom. No, fucking he'd be like, dude, these things eat and shit everywhere. Like these are a nightmare to work with, you know? Voice actor award of the year goes to Simon. Thank you, thank you. Sounds like Dubby. Oh, Mister's given Dubbius. Why is it getting higher? It's getting Dubbius. Thank you for the 10 euros, Roken. Welcome back to the streams. Haven't seen you around in a long time. Finally managed to join a stream again. Been a while. You think you'll make the pigs woolly like mangal mangalica? Mangalica? What is a mangalica? Well, that sounds like you were gonna me asking what is a mangalica scene sounds like you just trapped me in a joke. Like, I got him. Mangalicadies? Or something. Yeah, I have no idea what that thing is. But I don't think they're gonna be woolly. They might be a little fuzzy in some parts, but I was sort of thinking of them more having like very coarse, uh, hard hairs, like a broom, like broom hairs coming out of their face. Yeah, these proportions seem kind of good. I like them. Um, I do want them to have some sort of like quite a bit of flabby skin. Um, like larger animals sometimes have flabby skin so that when predators like attack them, it's harder to like bite the correct spot, like it slips and sort of doesn't stick to the body. So I feel like these things would have evolved to have that as well, like to just have more flabby, little loose skin, you know. Could they have a hair mohawk? No, no. I don't think I'm gonna go with like the classic boar hair mohawk. It just doesn't feel right. I mean, yeah, I can make it like more subtle, but still, it just feels. Or I could make it extreme if you want to. Just going crazy. And then tied at the end into like a little ponytail. Fucking damn. He's rocking out. Yeah, I didn't ask. What do you guys think about writing the lore from that sort of perspective? Instead of just having it be the stranger saying it from his perspective, have the stranger asking other people and then having the input from other people telling them about the creature. Obviously, it would make it so you sort of get less information about the actual thing, right? Because they're not a perfect lore dump, right? When you ask somebody, they're not going to give you all the information you need, but I think it adds more character. I think the loss of pure essence of lore is substituted by character. Seems interesting. Nice. I might try it out. There might be like still bits where just the stranger fills in the rest, maybe. So it's like excerpts from people, and then what the stranger gathered by himself, and like observation. You could ask a dwarf, and they'd get mad at how big it is. Yeah. Skin flaps like an Indian rhino? I'm gonna search up Indian rhino. Indian rhino. Oh shit, that's my pen falling to the floor. Some NPC interaction is good. Nice. Oh yeah, yeah, totally. Like an Indian rhino, yeah. This is actually perfect. I'm gonna use this as reference. Thank you. I like this a lot. Like the thick skin like this is perfect for, the commander complaining about having shot it a dozen of times and still it just not caring. Like that looks like a suit of armor. That's perfect. I love the ones around the neck though. They're so pronounced because the skin's like thick, so each fold is just so it has such a width to it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna use that as a reference. So I can like how why does it even do that? It's so cool. Like it's literally like a fucking pauldron. They got girth. First time seeing an Indian rhino? Yeah, honestly, for me it is. I didn't think, or I haven't seen a rhino with like that pronounced of a plate and like folds. Okay, hold on. I gotta check the. So, hold on. we're gonna look at elephants and try to map out their proportions to figure out what goes where so we can get a better sense of it. So it seems like where the fuck is that knee? The knee is like there? Okay. Yeah, so that's just flabby skin. I'm guessing the knee is around there. So it's like the joints of the legs, the knee, the elbow is pretty much in line with the hanging stomach, but it's in an upward slant. The body as well. The body's not like flat. It seems to go up a little. Even if there's like a hump here, the main like line that the body's taking is up. Uh, so that's interesting. We might want to do that. Or do we want it to be flat on the back? Hind legs are shorter? Yeah, yeah. I also want to get this ridge in. They have like this ridge on their back. We definitely want that as well. And like the big shoulder plates at the top here. I feel like that's gonna really show how heavy these things are. You know, get the big shoulder plates and the ridge. So let's implement that. Where's wait, what layer am I drawing on? Where's my layer? Ah, okay. So the big ridge and then like have the shoulders be more pronounced. But then let's take this. Oh yeah, already more like an elephant. Literally just tiny little adjustment and fucking instantly looks bigger. Like we didn't even make it bigger compared to the person that much, but it already looks gigantic just by doing that. That's great. Yeah, I want that hump to be more pronounced though. That hump's gotta be. Don't think Rom are the decorative type. No, no, both sides do decorate their stuff quite a lot, but Rom is a lot more no nonsense. Um, when it comes to the way they do things, they're very industrial, and the I guess the patterns come from different places, you know, come from different motivations. Varus patterns are meant to look pretty and look gorgeous and be flashy and show how elaborate and wealthy they are. In comparison, Ram's patterns are more to show skill and craftsmanship and uh and also to like boast about themselves. A lot of the murals that I want for Rom would be about their own religion and their own heroes, right? So they would depict their own saints and stuff like that on their armors, basically propping themselves up, right? It's very self-centered. Also, thank you for the $5, Lecky. The additional $5. Appreciate it. These must have been raced against each other at some point by some stupid gambling soldiers or some. Oh, totally, totally. You fucking erase these things. Actually, I want the head to be like even higher up. Oh yeah, I like that. I like those proportions. About the perspective, you could pump up the unreliable narrator thing with the stranger not quoting but retelling their answers, having the answers go through the stranger's mind first. I feel like we can still have. I do want it from other people's mouths, like straight up. Um, because that's gonna make it so we can hear more people, but we can still make it like an unreliable narrator depending on how the stranger asks questions or what he asks questions about. You know when interviewers like intentionally ask questions that can get people in trouble? Like that could be a way that the stranger sort of you can see the stranger's personality leak through the questions that he asks that are sometimes like worded negatively or something like that. Obviously, the stranger's goal is to try and get as subjective a subjective view on things. He's uh no subjective, no objective. I don't know which one it is. Where it's like trying to get as little interference into the information as possible. But the thing is, even if you try to not have an opinion about something, you are bound to like put a little of yourself into it, right? So I think it'd be interesting to have the stranger be like this character that tries to not have an opinion about anything and just look at everything from an outside point of view, but clearly there is some things that he has things to say about. Rolkin, thank you for the €5. Appreciated. If you're going War Pig, the Entelodon might serve a good prehistoric inspiration since it already looks similar to a war pig. No, no, I think the magic of this thing is that it doesn't look like a pig. I love that Fabian Sedeka came up with the idea of using that thing, the giant elephant thing as a boar, because it had like the nose is sort of turned up, and if you just point it out a little bit, it already like starts looking like a boar. So I think it's great that we're going from this instead of just using prehistoric boars as inspiration, we're using prehistoric elephants to turn them into boars. Objective is the word you're looking for. Ah, yeah, thank you. Um, Why is he writing this book? Why is the stranger? I can't say. Snuck bro. I don't think he would care too much about Hollow Knight. It's not relevant here. I like Hollow Knight. I haven't finished it. I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible at most games, but I like Hollow Knight. It's neat. Yeah, there you go. These are proportions I can get behind. Fucking chunky as hell. Okay. And then so like we said, the knee, the stomach, and the elbow is sort of in a line going up. So it does give that elephant feeling. I do want the little nub at the end that shows like the hoof. And the hooves are just going to be like these big chunky blocks. So um the leg would go down like this, and then it would just be maybe some like hair. Yeah, like this cracked around the edges a little, but like very barrel shaped. Because it normally you'd expect them to be like this, but because these things are big as fuck, they'd have to have like more sprunk hooves to give them that hefty look. There you go. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Okay, can I bulk out his arm here though? To like make it more like the rhino, maybe? I don't know if that would work. Not sure about that. Let's see. Yeah, I think we do have to make the legs thinner, like an elephant's. So definitely more like that. But I do want to play around with it a little. Because I like this little hook in here where the plate goes like that. I like that. And I want to keep that somehow. That's a very satisfying shape to have right there. So I'm trying to like implement it. It's right on the elbow as well. Intense scribbling noises. Oh yeah. I can just imagine those things rampaging through the battlefield, destroying enemy lines. Oh yeah. On which height does he get his food? He seems too short for trees and leaves and too high up for roots. I mean, I was thinking in water, like the original elephant thing would feed in like ponds and stuff like that. Like it would scoop uh, so basically be like water would be this high, right? And then there'd be like algae and water plants and stuff like that in the water. So it would just lower its face and fucking scoop it out of the water. So that's where it is at. So I was thinking that this thing would be in swamps. It would actually be a swamp creature, which is quite strange. Um, but I think it works. If you suspend your disbelief a little bit, we might make it work in a swamp. What's your favorite food? What's their favorite food? Um, I think fish. They'd like fish. Yeah, we can. I mean, the thing is, even if this thing doesn't make sense in any realistic environment, we can always make up fantasy environments to work with this creature. So I'm gonna probably think of like the swamps in the world will probably have some sort of plant that these guys can feed on that's enough for them. I was also thinking another tactic that would be interesting for them would be that they have like pack hunting tactics uh the same way dolphins or orcas, the same way orcas have, where, for example, there's this large body of water, right? Like a pond. There's tons of them because it's a swamp, obviously. And like a family of these animals would arrive at a pond and they'd pretty much surround it. So let's say there's like four of them, right? They'd go here, 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 and here, and they would use their large, like, flat head to smack the water to disturb the fish, to scare them away. So let's say, first round, these three disturb the water and start moving into the pond. So they disturb the water. The fish are like, "Oh shit, big thing coming in the water," and they all scuttle towards here. And then this guy eats. I'm guessing that he would probably not just eat them, but also like scoop them up and throw them to the side, like on dry land. He'd scoop them up, throw them to the side, and keep throwing them to the side while these guys like hoard the fish towards him. And then afterwards, they all get to eat. Or maybe it's like a swap, like, okay, all of them hoard them towards this guy eats, then he's full, then they switch to like this guy eating, this guy, something like that, you know? So that's sort of a thing I was thinking. And I thought it would be fun that um There would be fishermen that fish in the swamps as well, because the swamps would have like catfish and other types of fish that are really tasty and shit. Sort of the types of fish I would expect to find in Thai rice fields. Um, and they would have these creatures come with them, and they would have them trained and teach to do this same tactic, but with people. Uh, Replacing some of the elephants. So instead, you'd have a big pond. Then you'd have one of the big boys, or maybe two of them, and then have fishermen on the other side with like big nets. So just big nets combing the water, and then you'd have, the caretakers of the elephants sort of telling the elephants like smacking the water with their hand, like come on, do the thing, and the elephants are like okay, fuck, let me do the thing, and then they smack the water same way, scare the fish to the net, and just have the fishermen scoop it up. Warfish? Why would warfish? Goodness. Yes, of course. Warfish. Yeah, so lots of wrinkles around the ankles as well. And then here we can have like another plate. There you go. Oh, Wilkin, thank you for the additional €5. My goodness. So, are there face hairs sensory adequate to pick up motions underwater? Also, literally, Entelodon with plus plus tusks. Yes, yes. I don't know what an entelodon is. I don't know the names of the things. I just know what they look like. Um, But yeah, I feel like the hairs would be quite sensitive. They're a part of their, because a lot of their skin is quite thick and tough. I would guess that they don't have much sensation on a lot of their body. I mean, obviously they'd still feel it, but a lot less than if they were to have, thinner skin. So this is the hairs sort of make up for that, where they have a lot of sensitive or sensory hairs on their face and stuff like that to sense things underwater, blah blah blah. Okay, make a war crab. Gotcha. Hey Simon. What if contagious? Oh, chat's moving fast. What if contagious curses are witches? What self-replicating ifs are to mages? I can't. I know what curses are. That's the thing. So I can't say anything about it yet. And you don't. I appreciate the suggestions, but sadly, I won't be able to take any of them because I already know what it is. War crabs. War kids? No, 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 not war kids. Can't do that. We can't send kids into war. They're already working. They're already working in the coal mines. What is Rom going to do if all the kids that are working in the coal mines have to go to the war instead? They won't have any coal miners left. So we can't have war kids. Are there any magical hooks out there? What do you mean magical hooks? To do what? To fish magical fish? Yeah, I do want to do more witch hunter stuff. Is the audio lagging for anybody else? Oh, is some stuff going bad? Hello, hello, test, test. Is it fixed? If it was laggy. Yeah, there we go. And some hairs down here. And I'm guessing like in the parts that would rub together a lot, they'd have hairs. So like in between the legs and such. Like on the ankles too, actually. I feel like hairs here would make sense. Okay, and the ears. I'm not sure about the ears yet, by the way. We might need to talk about the ears. Do we want th this doesn't work, does it? That doesn't work. That just makes them look tiny for some reason. As soon as you put these kinds of ears, it's like, bang, they're miniature, you know? We can't do ears like that. We gotta have them like sort of fall down, same as elephants, but I don't want them to be as big. So maybe like they're like this shape, you know? Like more like that. You can't just slap the word war in front of everything and make it make sense. It doesn't work like that. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have the floppy ears then. Well, I want them to go back a little bit so I can see them from a side view like that. And I was thinking that if they have like identifications, they would have pretty much earrings that have like these wooden tabs on them that have identification marks like this, like hanging uh, on the side of each animal. Or is that too fashionable? So when they're like decorated with armor and stuff like that, the way you can tell what they're shipping and stuff is by the ear tabs. Um, or maybe I mean you could just put it on the side on like a plaque. Actually, that'd be a lot easier. War water, siege turtles. Oh my god, war milk. Are you kidding me? Okay, there you go. I'm really happy with that actually. Really happy with those proportions. Yeah, they're a bit chunkier than elephants. You can tell, yeah, they're a bit chunkier. You know, the legs are thicker and stuff, which makes sense. They're supposed to be like even even tougher. Short little tail. Yeah, let's make that bigger and start like rendering it out more. I want them to look a little more wild-eyed, compared to, because like boars have like this fucking 1,000 yard stare sometimes, like these things. I definitely want to like have that because it makes them look more crazed and intimidating. Still needs to curve back a little more. Hmm. That feels better. Oh yeah, that feels a lot better. Oh, so and I think the textures when it comes to the rhino skin, I'll do with the color instead, maybe. Yeah, let me get the hooves right first, because it's like a Potato King. Potato King, thank you for the $2. Appreciate it, Simon. Look at Penguin's post. Where is that? Where's their post? Oh, like what they sent me in messages? No, General One. Hold on. Wait, no. No, no, yeah, it's in messages. Holy shit. Oh, that looks awesome. Oh, it looks so freaky. What the fuck? Why does it face like the eyes? They're so human. But yeah, damn. He did that so fast though. He did that so fast. I love how it turned out though. Is he still streaming? Yeah, yeah, boar pics. It's the boar that he made in his stream. If you haven't seen it, by the way, wait, is he still streaming? Yes. Okay. Um, in the announcements in the server, if you scroll up a tiny bit, Penguin on Twitch, check out his stream. You'll see him working on it. Looks fucking awesome. Right, start what? And then we vote on the most popular. Wait, what? Whoa. You mean the sound that this thing makes? Oh, right, I was on the hooves. Oops. Hold on, I gotta actually search up hooves. I need to refresh my memory. There, like that. You gotta like curve out a little. Oh, where's the boar thing? Or the rhino? Um, cool. It actually, like, the flat thing covers the knee fully, but I do want, yeah, I want it above the knee, like this. Add some lines just to hint at the shape of the thing. Because it looks, the stomach looks quite flat. Okay, there you go. I think that's pretty good. Actually, I'll add the bumpy texture just by hand. God damn it. It's coming together quite nicely, actually. Lucky, thank you for the $2. Imagine the armor that hide could make. Oh yeah, you could definitely make some tough-ass leather out of this thing. That would be interesting, actually. Yeah, I'm really happy with this thing. It's looking fucking awesome. I feel like it should have separated hooves. I don't They are two separate hooves on each foot, but they're just pretty much next to each other. Um, I don't think it should have separate hooves because just the weight that this thing is dealing with, one singular or two hooves that are very close together, I think just makes more sense. If it's separated, it looks like a smaller animal. Like the bigger you get, the thicker the foot gets, so having it be like this just gives it more of a sense of it being big. The skin looks great. Yeah, thank you. I'm actually really happy with how the skin is looking with the bumps. Let's give it some color. Let's give it some color. Just to like end it off, and then I'll end the stream. I'm really happy with how productive this stream has been. Normally, I don't finish drawings or don't finish concepts like this fully in streams, so it's nice to have it happen once in a while. Though I am sacrificing talking, I guess. Just focusing on the drawing without talking or interacting with the chat much. Guess you can't have everything. Um, What brushes do you use? Look at the setup video. I have a setup video now, so just look at that. Short answer is I just use base brushes, which is the same answer I gave in the setup video. I just use base brushes. It doesn't matter. It's called hold on, I'm just gonna screenshot it because I don't know the names of the brushes. Here. It's this brush in Krita, the one with three pencils. Okay, there you go. Now we can start coloring. So for the colors, I think I'm gonna pretty much stick with what I already established with the headshot. I like those colors, so I'm just gonna do the same. I might play around with like different colors on the body. I actually might go a little grayer because the skin has gotten thicker from this idea. We pretty much made it a rhino, so we might want the skin to be like more gray, but I still want like, reds and stuff in the nose. Um, okay, let's add some like greenish tones. I think that might be interesting, like sort of algae or whatever grows on these things. Then some purple, like I'm just throwing colors around for now because that's how I get color schemes. Maybe we want the legs to get darker, so like a dark blue. Then let's pick something like this. Yep. Skin's gotta be. Uh, Pretty much a hippo boar. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, and I don't see a problem with that. I like it. Even though it is again, I'm not pushing the envelope of character design with each of these things that I'm drawing. Um, Obviously, I could push it much further with each of the creature designs, but I think to fit with the world, this is perfectly fine. Okay, let's get some darker tones so I can. Yeah, I'm liking these colors. I think these are good. Okay, and then we take like a tone like this, tusks and teeth. That I want to dirty this thing up. I think we can have the bottom half be muddy, which already has like, let's go with like more dry tones, like it's dried up. That, yeah, yeah, it's starting to come together. I do like the tusk color on the original though. It's a little more bright, makes them stand out. But then we can have the tips get like darker maybe. That, okay, and then we can have inside of the mouth dark, dark red. Okay, and then darken up these parts to like separate it from the body so we can tell where everything ends, and also like behind the ears and under the face to like have those pop out, have those shapes pop out. Inside of the ear can be more pink. This and also around the eye should be more reddish and pink as well. Then let's go for a yellowy tone, same as the boar eyes that I took for reference. There you go. Make that eye pop. And then we take a bit of a highlight and start highlighting the main folds that we want to call attention to. It's like these little ridges here are going to be really nice to look at. So we can add like a tiny bit of highlight on each of them to make them stand out. This, and then also like the little bumps here. And of course I already did it sort of on the snout. Snout's gotta have lots of highlights though, because it's probably wet. Um, so it's gonna be like really bright. That and the tusks as well. That, and then I go on another layer to make the hairs, because the line layer won't allow me to make them pop. So I need to go above the line layer to do that. Okay, oh, right. Also like a little highlight around the eye. Okay, little highlights here and there can make it look like it's still a little wet. Like maybe it's just been trudging in some mud or something. Okay, and now we go. Where is the fucking line layer? There. Okay, now we go over the line layer to make the hairs pop out. And also use it to clean up some of the silhouettes. Um, Let's have some hairs in the, nah, no hairs in the ears. It's not necessary. Okay. Now we can add the eye highlight as well. It's gotta be smaller. There you go. Clean up some of the lines. There, there. Does this commentary help, by the way, where I'm just like basically saying what I'm doing? Does this add anything or is it just annoying? Because if it is just annoying, I will rather shut up. They have an attitude. Oh yeah, they definitely have an attitude. They're not chill. I mean, they are chill, but they can definitely like switch between just being very confrontational and such. I think it's great. Okay, that's nice then. Um, it's very helpful. Good, good. Okay. Yeah, I was worried that it's just like I was worried that it's giving off the sense of, gaming channels where they just say exactly what they're doing. It's like, I'm gonna go to the right, I'm gonna go to the right. Hold on, going up, going up. Oh my God, guy up top, guy up top. Fucking like that sort of shit. I was worried that it's giving off that that feeling. So that's good then. Yeah, it was a little too right. Narration is relaxing. That's good to hear. Okay. I want to make some of these lines on its face clear because they're like the interesting part. So I'm gonna just go in and make some of them more noticeable, like these right here. And then we can add like a tiny bit of highlight on one of the sides of the lines to make them pop even more. There you go. I think that's nice, quick, and easy render. Makes them look nice for just being a rough little sketch. Maybe I want some more hairs out of the nose, actually. Just a little bit. Bottom here. Let's get some of those lighter hairs over here too. It's hard to see the light hairs over the dark skin, so what I do is like I'll add a layer of dark hairs first and then basically go on top of them with the lighter ones. Like it makes it sort of fake out. It's like a fake shadow so you can see the individual hairs better like this. So just dark hairs and then go in and basically just match them but add the light ones on top. Doesn't have to be perfect because nobody's gonna fucking like nobody's gonna look at my drawing like this, are they? They're just gonna be at this range. So if it looks good at this range, I'm good. You know? I think I've gotten better at faking detail or just making it look good at like a certain range and just hoping nobody looks close. Because it doesn't have to be perfect when you look close. It's not that's not the point of this. Okay. we can take. Oh my god, I'm gonna use a different brush. Holy shit, what brush is it? It's just a dust brush. I'm just gonna use a brush that like does little dots so that I can just add like, a little bit of something around where the mud ends. No, that doesn't make sense. Up there a little bit. Yeah, maybe I can do the same with the green. Like, get a lighter green. Just no, that doesn't work either. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. We gonna get this dead drawing under a microscope. Oh my god. Maybe they weren't domesticated not so long ago, especially for the purpose of war. It's fishing assistance, as mentioned previously. Yeah, yeah. I'm guessing they would not have been domesticated so long ago, because then at this point they'd pretty much be dogs, you know? And they're not dogs. They're still quite wild, but they are farmed and taken care of and taught. Oops, wrong brush. Where is my magic brush that makes all of this easy? There you go. My magic brush that does all the art for me. Yes. Okay. Let's do the last little highlight up here on the shoulder. And it's too bright. Let me just a little bit. Because I just want to highlight the roundness of the belly a little more. That's purple. What the fuck? Hold on. I'm on the wrong layer. That's why it's looking wrong. Gotta do it on the layer under. And I'm gonna intentionally keep the shadows streaky to like even help with the curve. So instead of like making it perfectly, I'm like making it lines like this that curve along the shape of the stomach. And then I'll do the same with the highlight, I guess. And then make it a little brighter. Is that going to be too shiny? I feel like that's going to be too shiny because it makes him look glossy instead of matte. Yeah, I think just leave it at that. Maybe even a little duller than that, actually. Yeah, there you go. Um, this is me just shading a little bit here. So if I over exaggerate it, I'm shading this area to have this ridge stand out. So this is the brightest part. So I'm just like doing slight shadow there and here to have those ridges stand out. And now I'm just shading the edges of the legs to have them be more circular, more like a cylinder. So the middle is the brightest. Okay. I Yeah, that's it. I think that is now actually it. I'm just gonna scribble away at it a little more, but pretty much that's done. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the design and how it came out. Yeah, what do you guys think? I'm happy with it. I'm happy with how it turned out. How long was the stream? 2 hours. 2 hours for this? Nice. I think that's good time. We made good time. Let's go. New world record. New world record on drawing war boar. How tall are they? This is human size reference, so they're massive, big boys. That's a human right there. I should probably make that more clear that that guy's a part of the image. Um, yeah. Let me draw the guy a little better so you can tell that he's a part of the same drawing. Also clean up this gunk. It's just some gunk around my image. Get this out of here. Okay, I'm just gonna draw like the silhouette of a Ram of the Ram, what the fuck, of a Ram soldier. There you go. Where's that other messy sketch right there? Trying to remove that. There. So let's just put that guy here. Or here? No. It's hard because its snout is in the way. I mean, I guess I could put him behind the thing. Yeah, behind the thing. No. Uh, I don't know. If I put him in front, it's gonna, block the thing, and that's not good. If I put it here, it just feels like it's way too far away. Yeah, I gotta, hold on. Okay, let's Control G. The fuck is that black stuff? Where's that from? What the? Ah, what is that? Get that out of here. There you go. Okay, now get this guy. Put him here. If I actually draw him as a character instead of a silhouette, it would work to have it be in front of the animal, but if it's just a silhouette, it just feels wrong putting it in front of him, blocking part of it. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Let's, last thing, to put a little shadow under it, just to ground it. We gotta, come on, no, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Gotta raise this guy up a tiny bit. Go and oh God, right. I haven't even realized I drew the whole thing with a white background. Sorry to all the people that have been probably blinded already by this mishap of mine. There you go. That probably is a lot more gentle on your eyes. Let's do a little bit of a papery tone. Because then I can go color layer, do this. There you go. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, we could also do like the little line in the background so it shows that that's the height. Bit thicker like that. There you go. That's the drawing done. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. It's a bit of a quick stream, 2 hours. Um, but yeah, I'm probably gonna head off. I'm gonna go eat something. I'm hungry. But yeah, sorry I did not interact with the chat as much as I usually do, but I think it makes up for I make up for it in the fact that I actually drew something and finished it in a stream. So, hooray! You should add fishing gear on its back in the future. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely will draw another iteration of this with the armor on its back and also the fishing gear version. That'd be neat as well. But yeah, really hope you enjoyed that. Take care. Enjoy yourselves. And watch the channels I recommend, God damn it. They need love.